Hello, I'm Anna Stoklosa, and today I want to show you the difference in a stitch that is called bead or race. As you see, there are different types, meaning different stitches. This is one knit, one purl. This one is one knit, one purl as well, but 2 rows and then switch. And this one is 2 knit, 2 purl, 2 rows and switch. This one is single, 1 knit, 1 purl and switch, 1 knit, 1 purl and switch. They look beautiful, beautiful. They look different. And actually, this is the perfect way to show you that there is a way of knitting, properly knitting. Knit and a purl through back loop or through the front. I like my stitches to be straight, so the stitch has to be straight, just straight. So sometime to make the stitch look straight, and sometimes, and even if I switch it, sometimes I have to knit through the front leg and sometimes through the back leg, depending. So for example, I have to switch this one. This was 2 knit and 2 purl and 2 rows. So now I have to switch because I do have 2 rows. This is 1 row, this is the second row. That's how we count through the purl rows. 1 and 2. So now we have to switch. So now I have to do 2 right. So for me to have a straight stitch, I would have to figure out where to put my needle through the front to make it straight, and or through the back to make it straight. But this time when I'm knitting through the back, I have a twist. So it is important to see first which way you have to knit or purl. So this one is from the front leg. Now the same thing with the purling. I have to do it through the back leg, back loop, because I have to actually have straight. You see? So this is through the knit, but through the front leg, because I need the stitch to be straight. So this one is through the front leg, and now, because this is second row with the same stitches, that means if here was purl before, now I have to do it purl again, second row of the same stitch. So previously I purled through the back leg, but now I have to do it through the front leg to make it straight. The same thing with knitting. Previously I had through the front leg, but because those stitches are situated differently now, I don't switch the stitch. I go with the flow. Now I have to see where to poke my needle to have straight stitch, either here from the back loop or here from the front loop. But if I do it from the front, I would have twist. You see the twist? Just here is a twist. I don't want twist. So because I don't want twist, I have to knit through the back leg. Same thing is with the purl. You see? So knit, knit, purl, purl, knit, knit, purl, purl, knit, knit, purl, purl, and knit. So I have 2 knit and 2 purl. So if I switch now, I would have to again knit from the front leg. Let me show you the regular stitch of a rise or bead stitch. 1 and 1 and switch on the other side. So because this is always switching, always, I have to knit always through the back, through the back and knit through the front. Purl through the back, knit through the front. But this is because I want my stitches to be even, to be straight. I don't want them to be twisted. See? So I am doing the second row, and again, as you see, knit through the front leg, but purl through the back, because I have to switch the stitches. I cannot go as I see here. This is a purl. So now instead of a purl, I have to knit. Here is a knit. So instead of knit, I have to purl. So I have to actually switch them as I go. And because I have to switch them as I go, and I want them to be straight, unless you want them to be twisted, you can do your way. If you want them to be straight, you need to see, you need to just see where to poke the needle. This is the key, just to see how to make straight the stitch. This is the key. So here and here, and as you see, every time I switch. So when you knit accordingly, let's say 2 rows of 1 stitch, the stitches are changing. So depends what you want to achieve, what kind of look you want to have. I like straight look because it stretches nicely and looks nice. So remember, try to see where to poke your needle, through the back or through the front leg. But you have to see first. Just take a look. Take your time, take a look, see, and your stitches will look perfect. Have a nice day. Remember to subscribe. See you next time.